Hey guys, how's it going? BCHD here, and we are back with another FIFA 19 career mode video on the channel. We're back with another future team experiment. Today we have got the future of Chelsea taking on the future of Arsenal. This is going to be another versus experiment, another future team versus future team experiment, and this time we're headed to London. Last time out we went to Milan in Italy to see the future of AC Milan take on the future of Inter Milan. If you do want to check that video out, link is in the description or on my channel. It was an exciting video to say the least, to see who had the better future in Milan. But today we're off to London. Today we're looking at Chelsea taking on Arsenal. Both Chelsea and Arsenal are known to bring up a lot of good wonder kids and youth talents and prospects throughout the years, but let's see who in this current day and age has invested better in youth, have developed youth the best, and who has the better wonder kids in general on their team. Now first, we're going to start off with Chelsea, and we all know the history behind Chelsea and their loaning out system, and how many players they have out on loan, all that good stuff, and how many youth players don't get the chance at Chelsea like they would at other clubs. But this is the starting 11 for Chelsea. Up top, we got Michy Batshuayi, currently out on loan at Crystal Palace. However, he looks like he could have a future at Chelsea. You know, with a lot of these wonder kids, you don't know if they're going to have the future at Chelsea or if they're just going to keep on being loaned out to other different clubs and leagues. But another striker we do have is, of course, Tammy Abraham. He is out on loan at Aston Villa in the Championship. Moving on to the centre attack and midfield spots slash winger spots, we got, obviously, the most obvious choice here, Callum Hudson-Odoi. Now, this is probably one of the most hyped up Chelsea wonder kids I've seen in a few years, and a lot of the Chelsea fans want him to start more, want him to be on the first team.
I want to ask you today, sorry, why don't you play Hudson-Odoi? Why the hell you don't play Hudson-Odoi?
Definitely in the Europa League and in the Premier League and Cup matches in general. He has got a lot of hype around him at the moment, Callum Hudson-Odoi. A lot of the fans seem to love him, an English talent as well, and he's only 18 years of age. We move on to another Chelsea wonder kid that has been hyped up. He is on loan at Derby County. It's Mason Mount, only 20 years of age. He's doing really well in the Championship for himself, and yeah, a lot of Chelsea fans can't wait to have him back next season and hopefully doing the business for Chelsea. As we move on to the right wing spot, it's Christian Pulisic, recently bought in January, obviously still on loan at Borussia Dortmund, but is going to be joining them next season. Obviously he has a big future ahead of him at Chelsea, only 20 years of age still, so the American does have a big future ahead of him. As we move on to Ruben Loftus-Cheek, another player come onto the scene in the last few years, but hasn't really burst out at Chelsea yet. He's still only 23 years of age. As we move on to left wing spot, it's a man out on loan. It's Charlie Musonda, the Belgian, still only 22 years of age, but has been loaned out all the time. As we move on to the left back position, it's Ola Aina, currently out on loan at Torino and Serie A. He can play left back, right back, or left midfielder, and he's going to be the left back for this team, the Nigerian. As we move on to the two centre backs, it's going to be Andreas Christensen, the man from Denmark, 80 rated, probably the highest rated player in this team besides Kepa in goal. As we move on to his centre back partner, the Welshman, another wonder kid that has had a lot of hype around him in Chelsea this year. It's Ethan Impadu. The Welshman has played a few times for Wales and has impressed. He's only 18 years of age. To the right back position, it is Reece James, playing for Wigan, currently out on loan, still only 19 years of age, got a lot of potential on career mode and looks to be like a very decent player. Another player that has had a lot of hype around him this season as he's performed well for Wigan. As we move on to the goalkeeper spot, it's going to be Kepa in net, still only 24 years of age. The Spanish goalkeeper is the highest rated player in this team at 84. He's currently in the Chelsea goal this season, and he looks like he's going to be the future of their goalkeeping position. As we move on to the bench, obviously we already talked about Tammy Abraham tearing it up in the Championship. We have another Serie A player. It's Pasalic, the Croatian, in the midfield for Atalanta. We move on to another player that a lot of hype has been built around this season. It's Billy Gilmore, the Scottish 17-year-old central midfielder, another player with a lot of potential on FIFA 19 career mode, and has recently had his face added into the game as well. He looks like he's a bright young midfield star as well. as Bakayoko, currently out on loan at AC Milan, still only 24 years of age, so he might have a Chelsea future, or he might stay at AC Milan. We really don't know about that. But in terms of the goalkeeping spot, it's going to be Bolka, the Polish 19-year-old. Not really many bright young stars. Goalkeeping spot for Chelsea. We move on to another American. It's Matt Miazga, currently out on loan at Reading. Centre back in there as well. We have Emerson, the backup left back. The Italian is 24 years of age. And we're going to move on to the reserves. We still have more wonder kids to get through. It's going to be Kurt Zouma. He's currently out on loan at Everton. Kennedy out on loan at Newcastle. Dujon Sterling, I have no idea if he's related to Raheem Sterling or not, but he's out on loan at the moment, and he has a lot of potential in FIFA 19 career mode. Ross Barkley, who still got a little bit of a bright future ahead of him, and we have some decent, I guess, youth prospects here on the bench. Not really anyone that stands out. Ugbo, Scott, Wakely, Guay, Taylor Crossdale, Mig Ekren, and Chalobah. But that is the team, guys. Let me know if I've missed out on anyone right there for Chelsea. But as you can see, there are a lot of youth talent for Chelsea. A lot of players that are out on loan at the moment that need to make a break into the Chelsea starting 11. A lot of bright young prospects for Chelsea to look forward to in the future. Will they have a future at Chelsea? Will that Chelsea hold on to them? That is what we're going to find out in the future. But now we're moving on to the future of Arsenal. We have the future of Arsenal currently sitting in a 4-1-2-1-2 formation. And we're starting up top with the two strikers. It's Nketiah, the English striker, 19 years of age, burst onto the scene last season, scoring 2 late goals against Norwich, I believe, in the Cup. So a very decent start to his Arsenal career in Nketiah, but really hasn't shone this season, not really being played by Unai Emery, but he does have a bright future at Arsenal and is a decent wonder kid. As we move on to his strike partnership, it's Reece Nelson, currently out on loan at Hoffenheim. He's tearing it up in the Bundesliga like a lot of young English wonder kids are, and he is going to be the right striker for this team. A very good wonder kid, Reece Nelson, still only 19 years of age. As we move on to the centre attack and midfield spot, it's going to be Maitland-Niles, 21 years of age. He's a very versatile player, can play at CM, right midfielder, left back or right back. So we move on to his other midfielder. It's Willock, the 19-year-old English. A lot of young English talent in, pretty much makes up a lot of the future Arsenal team. It's Willock in the right centre midfielder. As we move on to a recent summer signing that Arsenal made, it's Lucas Torreira from Sampdoria, from Uruguay. Move on to another player they bought in the summer. It's Guendouzi, the Frenchman, in the midfield, still 19 years of age. As we're going to move on to the centre back position, it's Rob Holding in there, still 23 years of age, 76 overall, and another player that's out on loan, it's Chambers. As we move on to the right back spot, it's got to be a one man and one man only. It's Bellerin, as well as this man Sead Kolasinac from Bosnia-Herzegovina is the main left back for Arsenal and has a bright future ahead of him. And of course, in goal is Bernd Leno. And yet again, like Chelsea, Arsenal don't really have any young, bright youth prospects in terms of goalkeepers coming through the ranks. So since I gave Chelsea Kepa, I guess Arsenal get to have Leno. We move on to the bench, which is probably a very exciting bench on this future Arsenal team. We got Saka, recently added into FIFA 19 career mode, the English left winger / right winger, still only 17 years of age, as well as Emil Smith-Rowe, who's out on loan at RB Leipzig in the Bundesliga, looking to kill it over there in Germany, which a lot of young English talent is doing, such as Jadon Sancho, Reece Nelson, and now Emil Smith-Rowe, who is another bright wonder kid in FIFA 19 career mode. Move on to Alexander Iwobi, another wonder kid in this team, still 22 years of age, Alexander Iwobi. Moving on to another American wonder kid, not only in Chelsea but in Arsenal, it's Zelalem, and I remember him being a great wonder kid to pick up in like FIFA 15, FIFA 16 even. Zelalem hasn't really burst onto the scene at Arsenal. I mean, he's had a few chances here and there, but he's been loaned out a lot of times. And yeah, Arsenal don't really play him all too much, but he's a great wonder kid and is still only 22 years of age. A backup goalkeeper, Macy, he's 24 years of age. As I said, not many bright young wonder kids in goal for both clubs. As we move on to another centre back, it's the Greek Mavropanos that they bought recently, and another player out on loan at Hanover, it's Asano, the Japanese winger. We move on to the reserves, and yeah, just a few players in here. Medley, the centre back, he's an English centre back, 18 years of age. Pleguzello, Spaniard centre-back, the 8 rated. Dennis Suarez, he's going to be on the reserves because he's going to go back to Barcelona anyway, so he's not going to be in the starting 11. We have Bramall, the left-back, 63 rated. Ilev, the 57 rated goalkeeper, and the man that Arsenal bought a few years ago that everyone thought was going to be the next best thing, Bielek, the Polish centre defensive midfielder slash centre back, out on loan at Charlton Athletic in the Championship or even League One. I have no idea where they are, but that is the future of Arsenal team. Bright wonder kids in the future of Arsenal, a lot of bright wonder kids in the future of Chelsea. Who's going to win? Comment down below. Vote up in the poll. Who's got the best future? Who's got the brighter future? We're going to find out in a computer versus computer matchup. And also see how they fare in FIFA 19 career mode. So here we are. The future of Chelsea taking on the future of Arsenal here at Wembley. It's a neutral venue for this epic clash to see whose youth will prosper over who. It's a battle of London, and as both teams line up, make sure to vote in the poll. Who do you think is going to win, and who do you think has the better future in terms of wonder kids and youth prospects coming through their ranks? Who's invested better in their youth? Comment down below or vote in the poll, and let's get straight into this computer versus computer match. And we're underway here at Wembley. Stir up something here in Katia. Fake shots into the path of Charlie Musonda, and Batshuayi can find someone. No, it's going to be Pulisic through to Mount. Batshuayi back on it. Pulisic has spread it out as well. Found the run of Reece James. It's a beautiful whip into the box, and it's Charlie Musonda on the end of it. No, it's Callum Hudson-Odoi. The man has bundled the ball in over the line against Arsenal. Somehow, some way, Callum Hudson-Odoi has given Chelsea the lead here. I don't know if it's going to go down as an own goal, but the future of Chelsea have made it count. Here was a beautiful ball in from Reece James, and we're going to have a look at the replay here once we see it. Mason Mount picked out the run of Reece James. It was a beautiful whip in. The defender took a touch. It was Bellerin, in fact, who took the heavy touch. I don't know what transpired there. We're going to have a closer look at it. And he was rebounded straight off Callum Chambers' face. Oh, what a way to score an own goal, just off his face. It's going down as a Callum Chambers' own goal, but the future of Chelsea have found the lead nonetheless. Charlie Musonda, darting run against Arsenal. He's put it through to Mason Mount. It's Batshuayi, and the Belgian has gotten the second right before halftime here for the future of Chelsea to put them 2-0 up, and that was a beautiful worked play from the future of Chelsea. Lovely interval play there, and they have earned themselves the second goal right on halftime. It was beautiful play right in from Charlie Musonda. Mason Mount found Batshuayi, and he gets an assist to his name as Batshuayi gets on the score sheet with his first shot of the game as well. Leno could not keep that one out, and the future of Chelsea go 2-0 up against the future of Arsenal. And it's going to be halftime. It's going to be 2-0 to the future of Chelsea. What's going to happen in this second half? Can Arsenal come back from this? That is the big question for the future of Arsenal. They've got a big 45 minutes up ahead. Mason Mount finds Batshuayi. There's a lot of runners here for Chelsea. Loftus-Cheek finds Musonda. Brings it back to Batshuayi. The Belgian connection is going strong in the middle for Chelsea. Musonda spreads it out to Hudson-Odoi. Gives it back to the Belgian. He's going to take a strike. No, he gives it to Mason Mount. And Bernd Leno saves Arsenal from going 3-0 down to the future of Chelsea. Mason Mount nearly got the third. I don't know, we're 66 minutes in. I just feel like Chelsea's youth academy prospects have a bit more chemistry going forward as Mason Mount comes off for Pasalic and Maitland-Niles comes off for the American Zelalem. Loftus-Cheek with a beautiful spread ball through to Pulisic. Pulisic on this right-hand side. What's he going to do with it, the American? He gives it back to Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek finds Musonda, and it's through to Michy Batshuayi. That is the third. A goal made in Belgium from Charlie Musonda, slotting it through to Michy Batshuayi, currently out on loan at Crystal Palace. The two Belgians out on loan find the future of Chelsea 3-0 up here, and Bernd Leno got a touch to it, but unfortunately for Arsenal and the future of Arsenal, it went in the top right-hand corner, and it's 3-0. Batshuayi, absolute masterclass at the moment against the future of Arsenal. Arsenal not really too bothered about getting a goal at the moment, just playing possession football as Willock finds Reece Nelson, what can he do? He gives it back to Willock, and that was a poor attempt from the Englishman. Arsenal can't get a consolation back here. Willock fires way wide of the goal. Surely that's full time. And it's the future of Chelsea defeating the future of Arsenal 3-0. Michy Batshuayi, the deciding factor in this team, and definitely a star player for the future of Chelsea. Definitely a player Chelsea need to reconsider the next time they want to loan him out. But Michy Batshuayi proving that he is the man of the team. Definitely a lot of bright stars in that future of Chelsea team. It ends up 3-0 to Chelsea. And don't worry, Arsenal fans, you've got a chance to redeem yourself. The future of Arsenal get another chance to beat the future of Chelsea in the career mode portion of this video. We're going to simulate through a season of the Premier League and see who comes out on top between the future of Chelsea and the future of Arsenal. But we are going to be Bournemouth in this experiment, having no impact upon Arsenal or Chelsea and their team. So we're going to go ahead and simulate through the whole season and see who comes out on top. And here we have the end of the season. We're going to see how the future teams did in the league standings, and we're going to have a look and see that Arsenal did end up getting their revenge in the career mode portion of the video. Arsenal ended up finishing in 12th with 13 wins, 8 draws and 17 losses, but ended up getting 47 points, finishing in a mid-table 12th position. Chelsea, the future of Chelsea, finishing more in a low table, nearly getting relegated type of position in 15th. 10 wins, 14 draws and 14 losses. I'm going to see how they did in the FA Cup as well, to see if they went on any cup runs. The future of Chelsea ended up getting knocked out in the round 3 of the FA Cup, 2-0 to Manchester United. Meanwhile, the future of Arsenal got knocked out 1-0 to Derby County in round 3 as well. Spurs ended up knocking out the future of Chelsea in the round 3 of the Carabao Cup, and Leeds ended up knocking the future of Arsenal out 2-0 in round 2. Chelsea ended up finishing top of their Europa League group as well, with Arsenal finishing in second, I believe. Yeah, second in their Europa League group. Arsenal ended up getting knocked out in the round of 32. Meanwhile, the future of Chelsea ended up getting knocked out 4-3 on aggregate to United in the round of 16. And Michy Batshuayi ended up getting 14 goals in the Premier League. So the future of Chelsea team obviously led by Batshuayi. And that's going to end off the video, guys. If you did go ahead and enjoy it, please make sure to smack a like button. The more FIFA 19 experiment videos, versus videos, future of team videos. Subscribe for some more FIFA 19 career mode content in general in 2019. Follow me on Twitter, the link is in the description. And I'll catch you guys on the very next video.